That's it. That was the cheesy intro. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Look at this full house. It's amazing. Look at the amazing, talented, beautiful people that we have here. We have Black Mamba. We have Wendy Bonbons. We have Miss Kinky Karma. This is the Love Doctor live stream. We're waiting for everybody to start popping in. I want to apologize for those of you who are watching this on a delay, or those of you who are just maybe are upset because you missed the show and you're just watching it from the repeat. I didn't have a show last week. Last week I was an unexpected emergency arose, and I ended up not being able to do the show. And I apologize to everyone for the fact that the show didn't go on. And especially, I apologize to Wendy Bonbons and Ms. Kinky Karma. I'm very sorry. We've got people who are coming into the room right now. So those of you coming into the room, say hello. Say where you're coming from. Slanche up, Christopher. Just let me finish this drink. All right. All right. Christopher's here. Welcome, Christopher. And he's here. Oh, with Kai. Kai is back. I haven't seen Kai in a while. And Bashak as well. They're watching in the backyard, so you get the big screen outside, and you're watching it on the YouTube. I can tell you're watching on the YouTube. It's Miss Meow herself. It's the vintage Vixen Montreal. Wow, it's amazing. I missed everybody so much that I wasn't here last week. Oh my goodness, this has become part of my week. I mean, I miss. I'm hoping to have news. I don't know why I'm talking nonstop. I have these wonderful people here that are here to talk, and I'm not giving them a chance to. I hope to have news soon about the Wiggle Room. I'm just waiting to get some wonderful stuff so I can share it all with you. But yeah, I miss the Voix de Ville variety show deadly, and missing this show last week just it broke my fucking heart. We can swear on this, right? No one minds if we swear. I hope no one minds that we're probably going to swear.
So if I understand correctly, I could just leave my customer service speech at the door and just be a trucker.
Well, yes, I imagine so. We are appearing on Twitch. So it's gear down if that's what you need to do, or gear up if you have to. Full on trucker terminology. That's a 10-4 there. We got to get the bandit in on this one. I'm not sure exactly with all my trucker terminology. That's a very North American thing, but I'll see if I can catch your 20 when you do that. I'm not. Am I making? I'm just. I don't know. Maybe it's my 14. I'm not sure. It's hello. Hi, how's everybody doing? I definitely need that drink. All right, I'm just make sure you can hear that.
What are you drinking?
Well, right now I'm going to be drinking. This is a little bit of tonic water. Put a splash of that in over some ice, and then I have these wonderful people who have yet not sponsored me, and I'm going to mention it because I love it. A little too much. This is Madison Park's breakfast gin, and it's not just breakfast gin because I'm getting up so late at night. It's breakfast gin because it actually is infused with Earl Grey tea.
Oh,
so it has a wonderful flavor. It's a Montreal brewery company, 1769 distilleries, I don't know if I should have poured that much in the glass, but it's there. And we get Kai is making sure to give us a 10-4 good buddy. He's watching there on the Facebooks, and I'm drinking out of my Love Doctor mug, just keeping it on brand.
Cheers
Slanche, to everybody. Have a drink. What are you drinking there, Miss Kinky Karma?
I'm
probably going to just call it Kinky.
Yeah, you can also call me Kinky or Miss KK or yeah. I'm actually also drinking gin, but my friend was able to find some Brockman.
Oh. By the way, I'm not that I don't mean to toot, but I sort of forced the Brockmans on the Wiggle Room. When it was a new gin, I sort of said, no, you have to get that Brockmans.
You have to.
It is so good. Bashak is giving us a cheers. So cheers, everybody. Wendy, are you drinking with us tonight or not?
I am not actually. I am without a beverage at this moment, but that's okay. That's okay.
It is definitely okay. No, it's. I mean, it's not like it's wiggle room, and the fact that I get the chance to return is because how many drinks we managed to sell, or anything. So it's okay if you don't want to drink at home. Everyone has their own rights and paces. That's fine. Black Mamba, what is your drink of choice? Actually, Black Mamba, what's your preferred drink?
Oh my God, this is a very good question.
I'm bringing the
I like good beers, microbreweries. I like cider. I like wine, and I like gin also. So yeah, I feel you about gin. And now I'm very, very quiet. I'm having a water.
You're having a water. A recovery day is necessary, and let's face it, water is very important. I don't know. I may have to find a piece of spare paper because I want to say this is a neat kind of thing that I'm not sure a lot of people because well, all right, Montreal has a very French culture, so you all know what water of life is. Yes.
Mm-hmm. No, actually. And I'm French. I'm like I come from the French
L'eau
side.
de vie.
Oh, that.
C'est l'eau de vie.
Okay, yeah.
So that is in itself that's a traditional alcohol, and that's it's depending on how you take that. That's a regular one. Now the
it's also
wonderful
strong.
people in Scotland, the wonderful people in Scotland, the people across the water there, they had this bottle of stuff, and when an Englishman came up to drink it, he went, "Oh, what is this?" And he looked at the label and he saw this. I don't know if we can make that out. You see that? How would you pronounce that word?
Wish beat.
All right. Any other guesses?
Beat. No, it's not that.
No. Okay. No. It's actually pronounced. The proper pronunciation is Ishkapaha. Which is Gaelic for water of life.
Oh, whoa!
Wow.
But the Englishman saw the first word there, and he said, "What is this? Whiskey." And that is the origin of the name of whiskey.
Damn.
So a little bit of history is thrown in there. And is it legal to be without a beverage in Newfoundland? Is being asked. There's not even a dark horse beer. It's dark horse or black horse beer?
Black horse.
Black horse. It's been a long time since I've been having beer in Newfoundland out of somebody's trailer. It's memories. All right. Canada's an amazing country. You're a little fucked, but you're an amazing country. We're here. How has your week's been, Black Mamba? How have you been doing during the lockdown? And hello to Denis. Denis Leger is here. Welcome, Denis.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, it's been a roller coaster. Hello, everybody. Well, it's been a roller coaster, and also it was a time to rest and just to think about to work on costume and costuming and work on my numbers and work on my personal projects. So it has been a mixture of fun, resting, drinking, eating, etc., and etc., etc. So that's why tonight well, dating and rest and taking a lot of sun and just to do all the stuff that it makes us feel better. Everything that makes us feel better, like reading and meditating and all the stuff that I enjoy, but I don't have a lot of time to do it usually,
Completely understandable. Wendy, you've been popping on here quite often. You started the Cosmic Bonbon Show, which happens at 9:30 every Sunday night. Sorry. and so that's 11 o'clock Newfoundland time, 11 p.m. Newfoundland time. You do that. See, I'm doing math in my head. I'm not had that much to drink. It's not all that true. Christopher wanted to point out the etc. is probably the best part. It's definitely the way it was said.
It's my way to. Yeah, it was my way to say not everything, but dating and everything, making love.
Let's make love.
So Wendy, have you found? We checked in with you several times, but what as you've taken up? I don't know if you've taken up painting, but you've obviously expanded your painting because you have the paintings you're hanging behind you that people can get as well. Contacting you via your Facebook page, and Denis Leger, who's a bit of he's a linguophile. So he's wondering if you're Latina.
Yes, I am. Yeah, my father's from Peru and my mother from Colombia.
He's probably gonna sending stuff in Spanish, which I may not be able to.
No hay problema, le puedo hablar en español.
There we are. So that'll probably give him a chance to chat in with Spanish.
This is an international show.
It is. We're going around the world at this point. So again, thank you everybody who's watching, where you're watching from. If you want to send a private questions anonymously, you can send it via the Love Doctor fan page on Facebook. Or if you have any questions you don't mind other people knowing that you're asking, you can just write them in to the chat box here that you see on Facebook, Twitch, and well, I guess YouTube. YouTube has a chat box as well. And Daniel Leger loves her accent. And he's saying hola. All right, that one I understood there. So I know that Denny speaks three languages. So I don't know if we need him to prove it at all. But Wendy, what else have you been going on? I'm sorry, I start asking a question of Wendy and then I just traveled all off like a wandering fool.
That's okay. I've been here before. No, I've been trying to get back into performing myself because although I've been hosting the show, I haven't been doing a whole lot of numbers where I get to kind of explore my own creativity past the hosting. So I've been trying to get a little bit more into that. But it takes a lot of motivation from the wonderful people online. Honestly, I'm totally not self-motivated right now.
Tell me about it.
It's been nice to relax. I actually went back to week. Went back to week. No, I went back to work last week. How much did I pour in that glass? All right, there it is. So I understand the big change up. So it was kind of an experience to be on a working environment at that time. Kinky, what has the COVID times brought to you? Have allowed you to do?
Well, on my Muggle side, I have never stopped working. I work in a startup, and basically the CEO was like, "We gave you like brand new MacBooks, so go home and work." So I've been working from home. But my glam self has been hibernating in since I don't know, April. So yeah, I'm slowly getting out of it, slowly getting back to the numbers that I started creating pre-COVID, and yeah, just starting to wake up, I guess.
The scary thing is there's no vaccine as of yet, so it's still dangerous out there. And three of us happen to be in one of the hardest hit cities. Well, definitely the hardest hit city in Canada and one of the hardest hit cities in North America. So it does make it a little bit dangerous. Denny is saying Black Mamba, and I do not know the rest of what he's saying. So I bear no responsibility.
Oh,
he said, "Why the Latin women are so hot and so lovable." I don't know. It's our nature. We're just like that.
It's nature. There we go. You can't. Nature versus nurture. We're not sure. I guess it's nature is the one that wins out at that point. Thank you, Denny, for your question. Do you jump to a question at this point? Should I?
Sure.
My fingers are dancing over the card. Yeah, ready?
My answers are tingling.
Your answer. Well, that sounds interesting. All right.
Hey.
Here we go. That's a little hard to see, so I'm just going to make it a bit bigger. Dear Love Doctor, my boyfriend wants to be polyamorous, but he's not accepting it. I don't know. That sounds like a contradiction. How can I help him accept it? He thinks of himself. Is this person possibly from Newfoundland? They dropped the H in thinks. He thinks of himself as some kind of jerk. All right, that's a good sign unless he's happy with being a jerk. Why don't we go, Kinky? What's your thoughts on that question?
Well, I am polyamorous. I've been in a poly relationship for the past 5 years, and it's the same. I've been in a relationship for the past 10 years and 5 years as a polyamorous. I think the biggest question to ask him is his insecurities. A lot of people who wants to be poly but has trouble accepting it, it's just about their own insecurities and their own self-confidence. I remember when I first started and when I was a baby poly, I wanted so bad to be it, but there were some things that were trivial, but just, I don't know, made me feel some type of way. And I realized that most of the things were actually things that didn't address my couple or my partner, but it was really just about myself and my self-confidence. So once I was able to work into that, one of the things that I became polyamorous, or I think I always was, but after working on my self-confidence, I was accepting. So yeah.
That is a great answer, and a lot of that is getting over societal programming about jealousy and possessiveness, and understanding what compersion is.
Yeah.
Compersion is the feeling of enjoyment that you get from knowing that your partner is happy, even if it's not with you, or if you have a better definition.
And yeah, that's it. And you know what's the funniest part is that people think that they cannot converse, but you actually do. Aren't you happy when you see your friends happy about a project that you're not in? That's compersion. That's exactly it. So, and jealousy, again, is something that is not bad. Jealousy is just an alarm telling you that something is wrong and that you need to address it. And that it's not, and it's never going to be on the partner. It's going to be on you. What do you need to change? Why do you feel this way? What makes you feel this way? And then you'll be able to address it to whomever you want to address it. Because jealousy is not just a partner thing. It could be for everybody and anyone. I mean, we were jealous of our brothers once. Or twice, or a lot of times. I mean,
I'm the baby of the family. Jessica Holmes is pointing out compersion with 3 hearts, because it's a great experience, a great thing to feel. Wendy, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think communication is super important. Communicating with your partner to see what exactly they're uncomfortable with. A lot of the toughest conversations are ones that really need to be had, and they can really evolve into something wonderful and beautiful as long as you take the time to dedicate to that. So I think that would be my tidbit. I don't have a whole lot of polyamory experience myself, just from what I've read or experienced with my friends who have those type of relationships. But from what I understand, like anything, communication is key.
And Mamba, what would you have to add to, or maybe addressing the question that wasn't already handled?
Well, maybe what I suggest to them, they could go to events or maybe talking to people who are already having this kind of relationship, just to see, to address what were the beginning of their journey and what were the issues and how their love evolved and everything. So yeah, and maybe read about it too, and that could help to understand more what it's about a polyamorous relationship. I don't have a lot of friends like that, and I'm pretty monogamous. But that's what would I do? You know,
that's okay.
It's both are really okay. I respect that. It's I respect the vision of how the people see the relationship. But that's what I will do. Like when I don't understand, I try to read about it. I try to ask some people who experience this kind of situation. and now it will be much easier for me to understand.
And which I think is great. I believe some people are hardwired to be monogamous. Other people are wired to be polyamorous. Other people are slightly on different parts of the scale in between. I do have a red flag came up for me when I read the question. Is my boyfriend wants to be polyamorous, but he's not accepting it. It made me think of that the person who wrote the question is actually the person who is driving the idea of the relation, opening up the relationship. And it might be that the boyfriend in question in that might not be fully comfortable, but they're afraid of losing them. And again, it comes to what Wendy said about communication. And you need to be honest with your partners when you are not comfortable, because then you can build up resentment and things can fall apart in the relationship to a worse degree. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're answering questions about love, sex, and relationships. I have this wonderful panel, Ms. Kinky Karma, Black Mamba, Wendy Bonbons. We're here. The people in the chat are here always to add in what they want. And for those of you, I have to say this because we're online. You gotta hit the subscribe and the like buttons to let us know, because it's good for us to reach more people when people are saying they like the show that they're watching. And I'm gonna move on to another card here. In case please tell me if I'm missing any questions. Oh, this one's upside down for some reason. Is that? Oh, there we are. Is that camera is beginning to go slow and chunky? I hope it's not bad. By the way, if I start sounding like a robot, could you please tell me? I don't want to be assimilated. Dear love, this is actually complete. It's all right. The card is right, but the writing is upside down.
Oh, he's a fruity individual.
Oh yes, they're from Australia. All right. So that's why they're writing upside down. I'm from Australia, but for those of you not aware, these cards are from 6 years of doing the Love Doctor show live at the Wiggle Room, and so these cards are written by people who've actually come in, and some of them have imbibed lots of alcohol, and we will answer them. I am from Australia, but I've never fought a crocodile. How do I fight a croc to impress the ladies? Let's first go to Wendy with that one. Wendy, what's your thoughts?
The first thing that came to mind is taking somebody to a fair and winning a stuffed crocodile and then viciously wrestling it to the ground. I mean, that's a sight for anybody. But I don't have much croc wrestling experience myself.
All right. Denny Leger is adding something in there. There's a bit of a warble on the Love Doctor's voice, but it's understandable mostly. I don't know if he's referring to my accent. Black Mamba, what are your thoughts towards the crocodile?
Just
wrestling?
Don't do it. If you want to live, just don't do it. Just, I don't know, get her on in a restaurant, get her jewelry, but just don't do it. Okay, it's not a good idea. No, I will not do that. No, not a good idea. But good try, though. Good try.
They say crocodile, but they never said a real crocodile, right? So you could just like take a video, like a video game with a crocodile boss, beat said boss, take a picture and send it to the girl. There you go. That's true.
You know what? It'd be better if you actually played the video game with her so you can actually share your skills and be impressed by how she does at the video game as well. If you truly want to impress a female partner, personally, maybe you should just be kind to animals and stop wrestling the crocodiles. That's another option. Not that I'm saying stopping wearing leather or whatever. You don't need to be vegan.
Consent is sexy, even with animals.
All right. Since animals can't verbalize or vocalize consent, I don't know if we're comfortable with talking about that one. This one has something written on the back, which means it's probably all right. Should I attempt to? You know what?
I can read that for you if you want.
Sure. Let's bring it up nice and large so you can see that.
Je me demande jamais comment va mon vieux couple. Est-ce grave, docteur?
Oh.
So basically, he is never rethinking his life or his couple. Is it normal?
That is love. As long as you're not making them feel like you're taking them for granted, I would say that is love. If you're not rethinking your relationship, if you are happy in your relationship and you are definitely making sure your partner feels happy, or partners, not to be mononormative on this one, are feeling happy in a relationship, then you don't need to rethink it. You just need to be happy and show your happiness to your partner or partners. In this case, Black Mamba, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Well, if he's wondering why, you can address it. Just ask, hey, how are we doing? Are we happy in this relationship? Are you still okay? Should I do something? You just should address it. If he's wondering, maybe he's have a little bit of question about their relationship. So just ask. And like you said, girls and you, communication is key. It's very important, and I think it's good in a relationship when people talk together and they're like they ask questions, important questions like these ones.
Though I would say I would feel very nervous. I would feel very nervous if my partner came up to me and said, "Do you think this relationship's going okay?" That would be like, "Holy crap, what did I do?"
That's like such a normal that's such a normal question in my couple.
Well, okay, so it's a good thing. So it's
maybe
I'm just thinking maybe coach it slightly differently. Like it's an okay, it's just maybe to start with, I really love you. I'm very happy in this relationship. I hope you're happy too. Is there anything that you can think of that can make it happier for you? That might be a better way to sort of address it, but that might just be a language thing where I'm coming from, and paranoia and self-doubt. A little bit of self-hatred as well, body dysmorphia, all kinds of. I'm a bundle of bad energy. Sorry, Wendy. What is your thoughts?
If you're happy, I think check-ins are really great. But I think if
and
you're happy,
clap your hands. Oh, sorry. You said if you're happy, and I went, and
sorry, you cut out a little bit, and I was like, I missed something real good. I was like, what's in my hand? No, but if you're happy with your partner, then I think that's fantastic, especially if you've been able to make it through life's trials over time. Like, kudos. But I do think check-ins are super healthy too. I like to check in a lot of my relationships, not just intimate ones, but friendships too. I think, but again, wording. If that's not something you do all the time, maybe bring it about in a kind way that doesn't seem so drastic. But yeah, I think check-ins are fantastic to do, no matter if things are going fantastic or if they're going bad. It's communication.
Brilliant. Miss Kinky Karma.
Yeah, we do that quite often, actually. It's good to always question oneself, even when it's good, and especially when it's good, so you know what's good. One of my favorite questions that I ask my partners is, why do you love me? And as much as it's really fun because it boosts my self-ego and my self-worth, because it's like, yay, you don't just love me for my tits and ass. There's also, you like my personality. That's great. It also opens the door to just discussing the relationship in general and what you like about the other person, because usually the other person's going to ask you the same thing, and also just evolve and move forward to whatever you guys want to do, and also to realign your goals.
Personally, I think my tits might be problematic for my relationship, but I'm working on it. All right, maybe it's time to go for another question. Again, you can send in an anonymous question if you're afraid to mention it in public in front of everyone. You can send an anonymous question by going to facebook.com/LD1969, and we can answer your questions anonymously, or you can write them in the chat. Kai has just said you don't want a check-in to sound like we need to talk.
I do that when he finishes my gin and he doesn't tell me about it.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's a relationship problem. First off, you never take the last of the gin without immediately going out and replacing it.
Exactly.
That's a danger zone. Even in COVID times, you get, oh fuck, I just had the last gin. Time to strap on the mask and go rob a liquor store. No, that's not exactly what I was saying, but it's along the same lines. Chris, sometimes I talk before I think, and I
Respect the gin.
definitely respect the gin. How do you wrestle Black Mama? I think the end of the day might be frustrating at this point.
Wow, that's a very good question. I just don't. I'm kind of a lady, and I don't. But if I would, I would scratch the person and maybe pull the hair and like. But yeah, that's the way I would do it. My lady version of it. Lady version, but I just don't wrestle. You know? Well, I used to do taekwondo, but it's not my thing to fight people. I'm pretty against violence, like it's not my thing, not at all.
No, passive resistance is, I think, definitely a good thing. And Christopher is pointing out, finish your gin. Breakfast is the most important meal.
Yes, Paul.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And Leger is just kidding because
kidding.
he's probably afraid that you're going to use some of that taekwondo.
He wants me to see me fight with another lady. Just fight. Sorry.
Well, this is it's I'm happily embarrassed. I think you can see that I'm blushing at this point in time. And it's not the gin.
I love to do that. Especially in shows. I love to make flesh people.
You've invited the wrong people.
Oh no. I love to blush, so it's nice. It is a handy thing. I think I definitely invited 3 wonderful people. This is fantastic. Actually, before we continue, I'm going to ask Black Mamba. You actually have some stuff worked out that how can I say is going to be happening. Is that correct? Do you have some shows that are booked? And people can find out about those things if they go to facebook.com Black Mamba Burlesque. So those shows.
Exactly.
When is the earliest one that you have coming up?
It's August 15. I'm so proud and so happy about this show. I co-found Latino Burlesque with my friend Salty Margarita. And it's the first time that I participate to Fierté Montréal, which is Pride. So we're going to do our show to Pride. So we're so excited, and it is the first time that all the cast is Latino. We always have to always has been about being inclusive. But it's the first time that we are all Latino and almost all queer. So I'm really excited. And the talent in this show, it's like, they're amazing. Like, they're so amazing people. So very excited about that. We are ready to register. It's going to be live on August 15 at 4 p.m. On YouTube. So you can check the link on my Facebook account. And that's for Pride. So very happy about that. Very happy about that. And August 22, I'm going to be part of another cabaret that I love to work. It's called Cabaret des Bombes, which is a plus-size cabaret, but they invite people to all different genders and size and everything. They are very inclusive too. So it's going to be August 22, and I'm really excited because it's going to be a live show. So it's been a while that we don't do live shows. So I'm very excited, but we're going to do it with the different measures, like with the mask and everything, and the public has to wear masks and everything. So very excited about that. And also, again, the cast is very amazing. And
What is the
I'm very excited
location for
about
that
that.
show?
Oh, sorry. Café Cléopâtre on
Okay.
Saint Laurent Street, August 22. So you can check also that event on my Facebook account.
All right, Wendy. We know that you have your Sunday night shows. Do you have anything else that you said that you wanted to be performing more? Have you lined up some shows?
Yeah, I'm actually in the Nude World Order show with the Glam Vamps, who are a burlesque troupe out of New York. I'm doing a spot with them coming up on the 15th, which I'm super excited about. And past that, I'm just trying to get back into my groove. So hopefully that gets me going.
All right, and the notifications for that would be on Wendy Bonbons on Facebook.
They're gonna be on any one of my platforms. You'll be able to find the info.
Okay, and if you ever want to donate to Wendy Bonbons, you can with paypal.me/Wendy Bonbons. And Miss Kinky Karma also has a PayPal, which is paypal.me/Miss Kinky Karma. So what do you have coming up?
Well, I don't have anything in stones yet, but I might perhaps do my second number of burlesque in October. So more details to come on my platform.
Definitely some more details to come on your platform. Yep. We just had a comment come in. Christopher, that's a world order I can get behind or in front of. That would be Nude World Order. I believe is what he's referencing to. If you notice at the bottom, there is a link tree. That's my manager. If you open that up, you'll see that there's a buy me a drink button. That will take it if you want to make a donation to this show. Everything that is donated there will be split among the performers that you are seeing here in front of you. Those cards, we're not giving the cards a cut. So fuck the cards. They just look at them. They're just lying there. Like they don't have wonderful smiles like everyone else. So the cards, I think we're gonna make the cards work now because they just found out they're not being paid. It's probably a bad time to start them to work. All right. Dear Law Doctor, how many people fit in a queen size bed for sex or for just sleeping?
Well, for sex, I've seen 10.
So, yeah, feet on the floor. It's not like the floor is lava.
Yeah.
But
10...
it's pretty hot.
No, not with a good AC.
AC. By the way, AC is. I know I've said this. I think AC might be a valid reason for cheating. It's not really, but it's. I've said that. It's just. Right, I'm against cheating. Just so you know, you can cheat all you want as long as you acknowledge that you're going to be an asshole. But anything that's consensual among adults with everybody should be known. That's fine. I don't know why I'm explaining myself here because this was the funny card, and I just kind of driven it into the ground. Miss Kinky Karma's answer was brilliant. Wendy, you're laughing, so please say something happy, which will take me out of this hole that I'm digging myself into.
How many people can fit in a queen bed? Well, for sleeping, honestly, I have to question if they have a cat in there, you're lucky if you get one.
Yeah.
You are lucky if you get one. But if you're getting creative and you're playing human Tetris, I'd go with 10 and maybe even depending on how flexible, maybe 15. Real creative.
Yeah, creative and flexible. Like they are masters at twisters.
Who doesn't love Twister?
No, Twister, yeah. Oh, Twister bed sheets. Oh, sorry. I gotta write that down. That's a career. I don't know if I can actually, get those made, but Twister bed sheets.
One word.
I don't mean the movie with Bill Paxton.
One word. Amazon.
Oh, damn it! Probably already exists. You're right.
Or Wish, depending on your budget.
Yeah, and Jessica pointed out that you can always get creative for shenanigans. Sleep, I've done 3 plus a body pillow. It's also, you mentioned the cat, but imagine if you had like a Great Dane as a pet. You might not fit on the bed. Mom, what would be your thoughts on that one?
Well, whatever. I don't. If there's 10 or 15, whatever, it's fine. But at the end of the night, everybody afuera, fuera, because I need space. I need space. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many people there are. We can have fun. Everything is fun. But when I have to sleep, I need space. So maybe 2 maximum. What?
So 1, you.
Maybe 2. But if I'm kind enough, maybe 1, which is my date. But the other one's afuera.
Let's say it's the winner. I mean, it's nice to have another person just for the heat. Like my partner's there just for the body heat. Like he knows it, I know it, we know it.
Just just another person with me, but not 9 or 15 other people. That's too much. And I need space,
I know summertime
and
is
a bit of queen.
She is the queen, so the bed is hers last. Christopher saying, Daniel is here. Chocolate time. Oh, yes. Let us know how we can send you some. I will send you a private message, Christopher. So I can get some chocolate. I don't know if the rest of you are interested. You see Christopher and his name and how it's spelled. If any of the performers want to connect with him to get some chocolate from Daniel, that would be fantastic. Daniel, do you have your mail order business running, Daniel? If you want to do that, so we can mention it here online, because here he is a Montreal chocolatier. I don't know why that sounds like I'm calling him a musketeer or something, but a chocolatier. I don't know if that's the proper name, but he makes fantastic chocolates. So yeah, there's a lot of people that would probably love to get their hands on it. So if we can mention your business name online, so we can get you some more. I've got another card flipping over here, and yeah, okay. So that's what I'll do. I'll send the addresses. Anyone of you 3 that wants any, I will send the mailing addresses to Christopher, and he can send that to you. And we have here something that's very blurry. Let me see if I can center it a little bit better. Dear Love Doctor. All right, I might have to take that off the screen to read it close to my face.
What is the sexiest? A naked girl? Oh, sorry.
A naked girl or a girl in lace lingerie, and why?
And why? All right, let's go to Wendy for the first one on this one.
I think it's all about personal preference. I personally love the human body, and I love seeing people naked. I think everyone should be naked. But yeah, it's all about personal preference. So I think that would be my choice.
All right, Mamba.
Well, I like the hidden jardin secret. So
garden?
that's what I like about burlesque, because thank you. But I wanted to say jardin secret because I knew the word, but I wanted to say jardin secret because it's nicer. Sorry. So yeah, no, that's what I like about burlesque. It's like we show our different kind of body and everything with confidence and joy, or depends on the act. But we still have our hidden garden. We don't show them the nipples and all the intimate parts. So I think it's, in my humble opinion, that it's sexier. Like, oh, I don't see everything. Like, oh, there's a little thing that we don't see. Like it's a little bit there's a bit of mystery.
You like the mystery.
So I think, yeah, I like the mystery, and it's what I like about burlesque, because when I used to, maybe I went once to strippers, and I respect them a lot because their work is, but it's not the same than burlesque, because we see everything, and I'm like, oh, but it's not the same. It's not there's not a little bit mystery, or like, yeah, exactly. So I prefer with lace, and I find that lace very sexy. So, but I do enjoy naked bodies, but I love lace. I prefer lace.
And Kinky.
It really depends on the attention and the occasion. Just like I find something really arousing in opening my door and having a naked lady in my sofa, as much as I love the art of tease. So a very, very nice lingerie under a see-through dress that makes me act and like makes my imagination work. So it really depends on the context, actually. But I love both. Both are nice.
My answer to answer that question, I would just go, yes, because I think that's a sufficient answer. I think we sufficiently hit that one up. By the way, if you're joining us late, I still have the numbers up. You can always write a question into the chat that we can answer. We're answering questions about love, sex, and relationships. And if you have a question that you want to do anonymously, then you can always go to facebook.com/LD1969 and send a message to that Facebook page, and then it will come up anonymously. So I have my fingers. I don't know if anyone's turned on my fingers and they're just here to like just watch to see how badly my cuticles look, but it's there. And here we go. Oh, that's written nice and big. Dear Love Doctor, how do we make twins? Right.
By having sex.
You can try having sex twice, but I think you need to be a genetic engineer if you want to guarantee twins. Does anyone have a better answer for that?
It has to be in their family. It's a gene. If other people in their family they have their twins, they are going to tend to have twins too. So it's like you said, it's genetics. There's no.
I believe Quebec actually that's a bit more common than other places in the world, and that's why they have the Twin Festival in Montreal.
Yep.
So that's a thing that actually happens. You know what? I don't know the facts on that. So, but I do know that they have the Twin Festival in Montreal. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just pour who hold that.
Yes, because there's some of the executives of the original family are twins, and I think one of those people have twins as well. Does anyone have anything they want to add to that? No. All right, we're moving on to the next question. Here we are. Oh, look at that! Somebody wrote a fucking novel. That's a lot. Let's see. It's nice big printing though, so I don't mind them using an extra line. Dear Love Doctor, what is the most amount of time after saying "I love you" that you can retract without consequences? It really depends on who you say it to. Like if it was your Uber ride home, I do believe that it's pretty easy to say it at any time to retract it. What do you think, Kinky?
I think it's kind of like consent. So just like consent, you can take it at any time. I think you can retract an "I love you" at any time. Now, the thing is with consequences is that I feel that if you retract it, just like consent, the person should not be mean to you or make you feel some type of way. But I mean, you should expect that, well, it might hurt the person, you know? So.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Mamba, what would be your take on that? I'll put it up nice and big so you can see it again.
Like you can retract without consequences? I'm not sure if I understand that question. I'm sorry.
It's basically if you accidentally say "I love you" to somebody, how long can you actually wait to kind of take that back?
But
we'll let you think on that, and maybe Wendy can answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. With love, you can take it back at any time, like consent, like you, as long as you're communicating what's happening with you and how you're feeling. I think that's the most important thing. And I think that if you're retracting it, again, depending on the dynamic you have with the person, again, handle that with care. Sometimes that's not an easy thing to communicate. It's not an easy thing to hear, but it's very important to let somebody know if you're not vibing them that way anymore. It's very important. Or your Uber driver. If you're not vibing your Uber driver anymore,
Yeah.
Crystal points out that I love you comes with consequences, which is kind of the point.
Yeah.
And it is the point. I've managed to I've broken up with people that I've been in love with, but I've known that I felt that I was a detriment to their lives, and I felt that was a better step for the relationship is to give them a chance to find somebody who could love them and appreciate them better than I could. But that's all right. That was a sad point. And Bashak points out, this is not a fact. How can you accidentally say it? This is
when
not
you're
a fart.
very
Fart.
happy. And I think it also, yeah, well, I am the type of person that, like, if you do me a solid, I will legit say, I love you. But unfortunately, yes, I had cases where I had to retract it because my definition of I love you is not necessarily the same as the person in front of me. So, so yeah, there's also that to take under consideration. What is your definition of I love you, and what's the definition of the other person to whom you're saying it to?
True. And as the I love you like a brother to I love you like a friend to fucking deeply, passionately, madly, crazy in love with you.
Or I love you like my bartender.
Oh, I miss Adam.
I miss Adam.
Okay, and this is why I love this woman. He's pointing that out. That might have been to Bashak as well. So there we are. Mama, do you have anything to add now that you have a better grasp?
Well, I'm glad that Christopher said that because it's true. Like, there's going to be consequences, and you can say it in different ways. You can write a letter, you can talk to the person, but there's going to be consequences. Maybe the person who said it will be sad, but if you communicate well, like the girl said, well, they will eventually they will go through that, you know.
And a lot of people talk about freedom of speech, and I believe in freedom of speech, which means I have to back people who say hateful things. But when I talk about freedom of speech, I'm not talking about freedom from consequences. The same thing goes with I love you to nasty things that can be said. And it's all about trying to be a better person to the world around us at this point in time. I'm randomly just going to throw this out. Is my heart goes out. I didn't plan for this. There are ways to donate to Beirut at this point, as the city is going through such a tumultuous emergency. So please Google that. Try to find something that you can donate to as well, because that's a horrible thing that has happened to that city. It's just such a devastating explosion, so please think about the fellow human beings, regardless of politics, who might be stuck in a bad situation with the devastation that has hit that city. And we have another question here. And I'll leave it to, we'll go to that question rather than me rambling on about horrible things and what is basically a comedy show. Does masturbation make you go blind? Well, I'm wearing glasses.
Well, I had laser surgery for my eyes, so
so did I. That's why we need to wear the glasses.
I think it's worth it.
I'll stop when it gets blurry. It's
worth it to try.
No, but we're gonna lose our sight anyway.
Kinky?
So, I mean, but I mean, we're gonna lose our sight anyways. It's like part of growing old. So just might as well have fun. I mean, what's the point of waiting until we're old and decrepit to have fun? Like, my generation will not gonna be able to grow old. So might as well, you know.
Let's hope for the future, please.
Yeah.
I do wish that all you young people there do have the chance to grow old. Christopher saying, can anyone read that question? See, that's why I'm wearing glasses, Christopher. Personally, I want to point out there's no correlation between masturbation and vision loss, unless you're trying to like read some like erotica in a dark room. Then you strain your eyes, which helps make you need those glasses. Mamba, do you have anything you wish to add?
Well, I don't know anybody who went blind to masturbate too much, unfortunately, but that will be very sad. Very sad. Masturbation is important. It's life. Yeah, it's healthy.
I'd be able to hold the cane very well, though. Wendy, thank you, Kinky, for getting that.
I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't happen. But again, like you've already heard, it's worth taking the risk.
Does crossed help with the texture? There is. I'm having a bit too much fun with that question.
And besides, I mean, if you go blind, I don't think it's like you're gonna go blind directly. And we have the technology. I mean, Lizik for like $5,000, they fix your eyes. They fixed mine. So what's the problem?
and Tim Rowcliffe wants to point out that you'll only go blind if you masturbate during an eclipse, staring at the sun.
See.
And the thing is, I'd like to point out there'd be a lot more blind people if masturbation should be blind, because everybody does it. It's healthy, it's normal, it's fine. So don't shame anyone for jilling the bean or strangling the bishop. It's all good.
Or ringing the doorbell.
ringing the doorbell. Oh, that's right. My favorite description for piercing is a door knocker. We are going on to the next question. Somebody just went, "Ow!" I'm sorry. Sorry if you had a bad experience. All right. Oh, another masturbation question. I really shouldn't look through these before I go. It's the same question. Does masturbation go you blind? Yeah, maybe if I wasn't so bad a sight, then all right. Oh, they just want a fast track to be Daredevil.
Fast track.
Daredevil. So that one's out there for the geeks. I think Daredevil did a little bit more to get the enhanced senses. So it wasn't just masturbation that caused him to go blind. Here we are. Let's rotating. Which way is rotating? That way. It's kind of weird that I move my fingers and there's a bit of a delay, so I don't see it properly. Oh, and this one's upside down again. The bloody Australia. Is it upside down?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
How many fucking Australians come into that show?
I think the universe is trying to give us a sign.
If only the universe had written that sign in Braille, we have probably a little bit better chance of getting it. So there we are. There we go. Yeah, it definitely just another one. Let's go with another question here. If this one's about masturbation, I think it might be.
Yes, it is.
Right, it is. Oh my goodness! Well, masturbating made me blind. Apparently, it made me blind when I was looking up these questions.
Well, we can actually think and like, prove that it's actually a real misconception.
It is there. All right. I want to ask all of you. What is your favorite myth about sex? Let's ask that question. We're all going through these. What is your favorite myth about sex? Wendy, I'm going to start with you this time.
That women don't orgasm.
Holy crap, that myth still exists.
No,
all right.
The people believe that?
The people who think they might go blind. Maybe.
Oh, all
There
right.
you
Yeah, I suppose. That's weird because so many of those people were at the wiggle room. That's
Perhaps they wanted to enlighten their minds.
So why would they remove their eyeballs? I imagine it would make the head lighter, but not much. Kinky, what is your thoughts? What's your favorite myth about sex?
That nutrition doesn't change the taste of men's semen.
I sorry. I would actually I would go with that one. I would say that one is real. I know it definitely changes the taste of a woman's secretions.
Yeah, but it also changes the guy's secretions, if you want to say, yeah. Like,
oh, okay, so you're saying yes, it does change.
oh yeah.
Okay, no, all right. That's not a myth, then that's a fact. All right.
Some people think it's a myth, actually.
All right. Yeah, no, they're wrong. If you've been with a partner who has stopped smoking, it has a definite flavor change. To positive, I believe. Mamba, what is your favorite myth about sex? Something that you want to kind of spread out to people is no, that's not real.
Well, there's still few men that think that women can orgasm from the vagina. So, but I want to let you know that every woman is different. You know, some women will orgasm about the clitoris or the vagina, or so. Like, just try to communicate with the lady that you're dating or seeing, because it's not the same for every woman. You know. And I'm kind of surprised. There's still some men that they think that it's the same for every woman.
Every person is different. It's not. It's regardless of gender. Every person is different. So different people get off different ways. Christopher is saying that monogamy is his favorite myth. About sex. I believe personally, I'm going to challenge that, Christopher. The idea that monogamy, I believe some people are hardwired and are more comfortable being monogamous, and that's okay. And I believe a certain number of people are hardwired to be polyamorous, and that's okay. But I think other people are somewhere on a different line. Some people, like hedonists, it's not the same thing. It's also how you want to define your relationship. You might want to be emotionally monogamous, but still have an open relationship, or you might want to make sure that you are emotionally and physically monogamous, and that's okay. Whichever works for you. It's just the communication with your partner, so you're both on the same page, is very important. The idea, the myth that I have a problem with most is that the other person just gets you. If you're not talking with each other, if you're not communicating, there can be a hell of a lot of assumptions that are wrong, and that is for sure. I don't.
I have a question then.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I have a question for you then. Just piggyback on your idea. So let's say you have like the typical boyfriend and girlfriend argument. So the boyfriend is like, "Are you okay?" And the girl is like, "Yes," when clearly it's not. Whose fault is it?
It would be the girlfriend. It would be the girlfriend, but he should at least try to do follow up in that situation. If you were talking for the dichotomy that you have there, I would definitely say that if she is intentionally lying to him, then the onus is sort of on her. But if he realizes that she's clearly lying, he should give her time and then talk about it afterwards. This is another thing when it comes to like if you are engaged in sexual relations with somebody, and at some point one of the people or gets uncomfortable, and says no, stop, you automatically stop. That's the rule. That's the way it's done. At the same time, I believe that you need to discuss your sexual kinks, etc., beforehand, and not wait till everybody's aroused and in the moment, and then pull out a toy or a chicken or whatever it is that is your kink, and introduce them to the person then, because they're not able to really truly make informed consent at that point, because they're afraid of stopping the action that's happening. And I know it's less sexy and less super romantic that way, but it is saner, and it causes less recriminations afterwards. And if sex doesn't end when the sex ends, right? It has recriminations afterwards, and it reflects and echoes in people's lives, and you need to kind of adjust to that. And this is the more you know moment. I got serious. I think we were going to end this, but I don't think we should really end it on a serious note. Do we want to go for one more question, or two more questions if the next question is not fucking funny?
Okay.
This better not be about masturbation, is what I'm hoping. So there we go. There's my fingers.
Someone from Australia.
It's another one from Australia.
Or someone from...
These are very old cards. I haven't opened this box in a long time. These are larger cards. You can see they're glossier. People have
wow.
Oh, there it is. Does masturbation cause blindness? No, but apparently it might cause stupidity in some people.
No, it causes blindness if you want it to be. If you truly want it, like truly, just like Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, you will become blind.
Actually, I think these people have all been afraid, and so for them, they're just. I think the lack of masturbation has caused paranoia, and stupidity. So that could be it. Or maybe their palms are just hairy. All right, this better not be another
Blindness
question. Does masturbation? All right, let's just go through this.
Oh wow!
How many of these questions are there? This might have been when I was trying to organize things into being a book. Oh, look at that! There's writing on the back. We'll get to the writing on the back if we get to there. Is Oh, there's more. I hope it doesn't say masturbation and blindness on the back.
I don't.
Let's see if. There. I'm a loud masturbator, and I'm going to actually just pull this up so I can actually read it in front of my face rather than on the card. Dear Love Doctor, I'm an avid masturbator, but I'm concerned for my career as a I'm not sure what that says.
What?
I'm not the word here. It looks like PIBT. Oh, as a pilot. And I've recently been told it causes blindness, and I'm considering changing my profession. That's what it wrote. So there we go. The question is as written is. I'm an avid masturbator, and I'm concerned for my career as a pilot, as I've recently been told it causes blindness, and I'm considering changing professions. So apparently, if it's worth losing your job, so I don't recommend masturbating at work unless you're working as a sex cam operator, etc.
Or if you're working from home.
It's true. Joseph is saying maybe blindness causes masturbation. I do not. Joe's got a big highs. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend masturbating at work or any place that you're going to be caught by people who are not going to appreciate it. So the next question we have here is my husband wants to a Canadian. All right.
A Canadian whore. Want to titty fuck a Canadian whore? Should
I let him?
All right. All right. I don't know if sex workers should be given a better term than that. And that's something that happens in the choice of your definition of your relationship. I've lost all control here.
Just like
Second plane to autopilot. Actually, I'm just thinking of pilot masturbating. That could explain a lot of turbulence.
Oh
God. Let's at this point in time. Here we are. If your relationship includes sex workers, then that's fine. It's what you define the corners of your relationship are, and that's all good. And so if that's what all of you agree upon, then that's what all of you agree upon. I think sex workers in Canada need more protections because what they do is work. And we want to take one more question, or we're going to be saying good night to everybody. We're continuing. If you want us to continue, just please put something in the comments. So what do my co-hosts say tonight? What's your thoughts? Should we do another question?
Why not?
We got a why not?
Why not?
We still get some in the pile. Let's hope it's not about masturbation. Dear Love Doctor, is it okay to ask a guy you just met how long his dick is on the first date? If you just met and it's on the first date, it sounds like Tinder. If not, how else could I find out before sex? That is. I don't think it's rude to ask that beforehand. It depends on how you feel the mood. If you think that they would be offended that you asked, then maybe you don't want to ask. It always depends on the person. Some people will have T-shirts which say the length. A lot of those lengths are exaggerated, and when you actually have the proof, it's a disappointment. What's your thoughts, Black Mamba?
You
want me to read the question again?
Well, it happened to me, and I asked some guys, and usually they tend to answer. Usually, so like you said, it depends the person. If you see that is a shy person, maybe you should not ask him. But most of people, they're just wait to when sex is happening, you know. So, but if you feel comfortable enough to ask, you could, but it depends, like you said, the person you're gonna ask. If he's shy or uncomfortable, talk about these things. I'm not sure.
If it's a deal breaker for you, then I think it's okay to mention on a first date, because you don't want to waste time with somebody that you are not gonna. If it is the only thing that you are truly interested in is the size of the penis. Then yeah, you need to ask that question before it goes any further. Wendy, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I think if that's something that you're concerned about, and if you want to have that openness, trying to start that from the beginning.
I love the way you phrase that. Yeah, if something you're concerned about.
It's, if it's on your mind, if you're being mindful of sizing for the occasion,
if you're being mindful about the handful, all right,
or the mouthful.
Well, yeah, because there are different reasons. A lot of people will ask. Some people, their bodies may be more sensitive to it, so it is a really crucial question to ask before you actually get involved in anything. But again, if you're going to have that openness and directness, maybe start it from the beginning of your conversations. Or if you're just going to whip out that question, you can go ahead and then you can just let them know why you're concerned about it. Communicate.
Christopher suggesting a measure of cake. It works every time. And Joseph says he may not be able to answer because he's gone blind from masturbation. And Kinky, I'm going to let you answer this as the final part of the show.
I have a nice philosophy that says everything can be said, everything can be asked. It's just the way that you need to ask that question. And the reason why I'm going through this approach is because I have a lot of people who are gender fluid and who are trans. And as much as for normal cisgendered males, that question can be very dangerous for someone who's not. So I would say always make sure that if you do want to ask that question, to make sure that the person is safe, feels safe answering it, and also respect the decision of the person if he doesn't want to answer for his own reasons. And that said, I mean, size is not the matter. It's the butt behind that's pushing, that's actually doing most of the legwork. But that's just me.
And be prepared for the follow-up question that could come back at you. Do you mean the one in my pants or the one in my toy chest at home?
Exactly.
So, you never know what example. I've dated women who've had larger penises than me. So it's Right. I thought that would be funny, but apparently no one is laughing.
I was like a mind fuck. Like he really said that?
yes,
It
you
was-
did.
Right. Miss Kinky Karma, if you want to donate to her and her PayPal directly, it's paypal.me, Miss Kinky Karma. You can also find Miss Kinky Karma on Facebook. Wendy Bonbons also can be found on Facebook, paypal.me / Wendy Bonbons. And Black Mamba Burlesque, if you want to know about her shows that she has coming up, including the one on the 15th, and where you can watch that online. That is all available at her www.facebook.com Black Mamba Burlesque. If you want to donate to everybody as a whole, and be split up equally between the 4 performers you're seeing on screen right now, just go to linktr.ee /Paul Ash and hit the Buy Me a Drink button. We've had a number of people watching. If everyone was to actually just go in and put in like $5 to $8, which would be the typical price of a drink, that would probably make everybody here very happy. I've been the Love Doctor. I've had this wonderful cast of Black Mamba, Wendy Bonbons, and Kinky Karma. I love you all. Would you all wish to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye, guys.
There we are. We're ending the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell. And